Northern Ireland, perhaps western Scotland, one or two perhaps dotted around some Irish sea coast. But I think for the majority of the country, it's another dry day, southerly winds, quite a lot of sunshine around, very mild for the time of year. For the rest of next week, it looks like that frontal system and further low pressure systems will work their way in off the Atlantic to bring spells of wetter and windier weather at times. But by the end of next week into the following weekend, high pressure might want to build back in, particularly across southern areas. That'll settle things down in the south. Temperature-wise, we will generally remain in the milder air mass, some slightly fresher influxes, but I think looking at the outlook scene, it will stay mild pretty much across the board. Unsettled for much of next week, and then towards the end of the following weekend, that high pressure system could bring some dry and brighter weather towards the south. But stay tuned. See you later.
Tonight at 10, US fighter jets shoot down an unidentified object over Alaska. The Pentagon says President Biden gave the order after it was detected yesterday.
The object was flying at an altitude of 40,000 feet and posed a reasonable threat to the safety of civilian flight. U.S. Northern Command is beginning recovery operations now.
The US have no idea what it is that they shot down. They're simply calling it an object and say it was the size of a small car.
Also tonight, hope and despair in Turkey and Syria as the painstaking search for survivors continues after the quakes.
In the second and the third day after the earthquake, they were finding a lot of people. Hardly finding anyone now, almost no one.
As friends of missing Nicola Bulley issue a new appeal for information, her husband says he'll never give up hope. And the Manchester City boss, Pep Guardiola, says he's confident the club will be found innocent of breaking financial rules.
And coming up on the BBC News channel, we look ahead to the second weekend of the Six Nations. Scotland face Wales, hoping to make it 2 wins from 2.
Good evening. US fighter jets have shot down an unidentified object over Alaska. The Pentagon says President Biden gave the order after it was detected yesterday. It's unclear what the object was, but officials say it was the size of a small car. Last week, a Chinese balloon was shot down off the coast of South Carolina, with Beijing saying it was a civilian device for monitoring the weather. Well, in the last couple of hours, the Pentagon gave this update.
North American Aerospace Defense Command detected an object on ground radar and further investigating